The city never sleeps. Its lights burn all night, like a warning sign for those who dare to play the game. Somewhere in a quiet garage on the east side, 5 men gather. Not just criminals, professionals. Elegant, sharp, disciplined. Idris, the mastermind. Calm eyes, a brain that never rests. Paul, the smooth talker, always 2 steps ahead with words. AJ, the tech genius, fingers flying across keyboards like a pianist. The brothers, Michael and Chris, muscle and loyalty, ruthless when needed. They sit around a steel table. No cards, no drinks, only plans. Idris speaks first, his voice low, steady. We move fast. We move clean. We vanish before anyone knows. Paul smirks. As always, AJ scrolls through security feeds on his laptop. No one will see us, not even the cameras. Michael cracks his knuckles. Chris leans forward, eyes sharp. They don't need to talk much. They just execute. For years, they've taken everything they wanted. Banks, vaults, private collectors. And every time, the city is left chasing ghosts. But ghosts don't stay invisible forever. In a dimly lit precinct, Detective Matt studies a wall covered in photos. Circles, arrows, timelines. He mutters under his breath. They think they're untouchable, but everyone makes a mistake. His partner looks over. You sure these guys even exist? Could be a myth. Matt shakes his head. No, they're real, and I'm gonna find them. Back in the garage, Idris's phone buzzes. A message. Just a name they all know, someone they thought they'd never see again. Idris's face hardens. He's out. Silence falls across the table. Paul whispers almost to himself. This changes everything. The night hums with tension. The air feels heavy. And somewhere in the dark, an old ghost takes his first breath of freedom. The prison gates slide open with a metallic groan. A man steps out, breathing the night air like it's the first taste of life in years. His name is Victor. Once he was one of them. Now he's the ghost they all feared would return. Victor walks slow, with a grin that doesn't reach his eyes. He lights a cigarette, the flame flickering against his scarred face. The kind of face that remembers betrayal. Later that night, the crew waits in a quiet bar downtown. They don't like waiting, but for this man, they have no choice. The door swings open. Victor enters. The room feels smaller instantly. Paul leans back, arms crossed. Well, look who's free. Victor smirks. Miss me, Michael mutters. We should have left him inside. Chris stays silent, but his fists clench under the table. Idris watches carefully. He doesn't smile. What do you want, Victor? Victor takes a slow drag from his cigarette, letting the smoke hang in the air. I've got a job. Big one. Risky, yes. But the payout. He taps the ash into a glass. Life-changing. AJ frowns. We don't need risky. We've been clean for years. Victor leans forward, eyes burning. You boys like to vanish, but money runs out. Connections fade. You're ghosts already. I'm offering you one last job, before you disappear forever. Idris studies him. His crew shifts uneasily. They all feel it. Victor can't be trusted. But the temptation, it's too strong. Victor grins. An armored truck. Full load. Midday route. Police escort. All eyes on it. Impossible to hit. He pauses, then whispers, "Unless you have me." The crew glances at one another. Suspicion, greed, fear. Idris finally speaks. One mistake, Victor, and you're dead. Victor just laughs. Then I'd better not make one. Outside, in a car across the street, Detective Matt watches through binoculars. He lowers them, whispering to his partner. They're meeting someone. This is it. Something's coming. The storm is building. The night stretches long. But inside that bar, a decision is made. Victor leans back in his chair, waiting. His eyes scan the crew like a predator measuring prey. Idris breaks the silence. We do this my way, not yours. If you step out of line, it ends there. Victor smirks. Fair enough. But without me, you don't even touch that truck. Paul exhales slowly. This feels wrong. But the money, he shakes his head. It's too good. AJ slams his laptop shut. I can reroute traffic cameras. Scramble the GPS. Give us 10 minutes of invisibility. Michael grins. 10 minutes is all we need. Chris nods. If it comes to bullets, we won't miss. Victor chuckles darkly. That's the spirit. The plan begins to take shape. An armored truck. Friday morning. Loaded with casino cash. 2 guards. Police escort car. A route through downtown. Busy streets. No room for error. Idris draws lines across a map. Paul points to alleys and choke points. AJ lists off systems he can kill. The brothers sharpen their roles. Fast, violent, clean. Victor just watches. Like a man who already knows the ending. Across town, Detective Matt stands in front of a whiteboard. He circles dates, casino schedules, security reports. His partner asks, "What are you seeing?" Matt's eyes narrow. They're planning something, big, and soon. He stares at the board. The pieces almost fit, but not yet. Back in the garage, Idris folds the map. It's decided. Friday, 10 a.m. Victor lights another cigarette, smiling through the smoke. Gentlemen, it's going to be beautiful. But Idris sees something in Victor's grin. Something dangerous. And for the first time, he wonders, did they just sign their own death sentence? The days before Friday feel heavy. Every hour is preparation. Every silence hides suspicion. In the garage, the crew works like surgeons. Guns laid out on the table. Magazines loaded. Each round counted. Michael and Chris check the rifles, test the safeties, polish the barrels. Michael mutters, "One jam, and we're dead." Chris replies, "Then nothing jams." AJ wires small black devices onto circuit boards. EMP bursts, jammers, tools to blind cameras, silence radios. He grins. 10 minutes of darkness. Long enough to disappear. Paul rehearses the script. Fake delivery uniforms. Decoy IDs. Smooth words for nervous guards. He practices in the mirror. Stay calm. Do as we say. Nobody gets hurt. His smile fades. He knows it's a lie. Idris studies the route. Over and over. Markers on the map. Angles. Escape streets. Safe houses. His mind never rests. But every time his eyes fall on Victor, doubt creeps in. Victor sharpens a knife slowly, deliberately. Not for the job. For something else. When he notices Idris watching, he smirks. "What? Don't you trust me?" Idris doesn't answer. Meanwhile, in a cramped office at the precinct, Detective Matt pins another photo to his board. Casino trucks, escorts, drivers. He taps the board with his pen. They'll strike here. Friday. His partner frowns. Are you guessing? Or do you know? Matt's eyes burn with certainty. I know. Friday comes. Dawn breaks over the city like a warning. Engines rumble in the garage. Black vans, armored plates hidden beneath ordinary paint. The crew gears up. Masks, gloves, radios. Idris looks at each of them. This is it. No mistakes. Victor lights a cigarette, exhales slow. Relax. It's just money. But his grin says something else. Outside, on the far end of town, two detectives slide into an unmarked car. Matt loads his gun, checks his watch. They don't know we're coming. The city waits. One side planning to vanish, the other planning to strike. And when the clock hits 10, everything will explode. Friday, 10 a.m. The city moves like any other day. Cars, pedestrians, horns blaring. No one notices the storm about to break. The armored truck rolls down Main Street. Two guards inside. Police cruiser in front. Routine. Predictable. At the corner, a delivery van waits. Inside, Idris and his crew sit in silence. Masks on. Gloves tight. The engine hums like a heartbeat. Idris whispers. Now. AJ hits a switch. The city flickers. Cameras die. Radios hiss with static. 10 minutes of darkness. Paul steps out first, dressed as a delivery driver. He waves at the truck, smiling. Wrong route, guys. You're needed on 5th. The guards hesitate, confusion in their eyes. Then Michael and Chris strike. Doors yanked open. Guns raised. The guards freeze, hands up. For a moment it's perfect. Smooth. Silent. Just as planned. Then, everything unravels. The police cruiser ahead screeches to a stop. Doors fly open. Officers pull rifles. Not escorts. An ambush. Go, go, go! Idris shouts. Bullets tear the street. Windows shatter. Michael fires back, dragging a bag of cash. Chris lays down cover, his rifle roaring. Pedestrians scream, running for cover. Chaos floods the city. AJ yells into the radio. Jammers burning out. We've got minutes. Paul curses, dragging a wounded guard to the ground. We said no blood. Victor laughs in the smoke, firing wildly. This is the real game. Idris snaps. Shut up and move. From a rooftop, Detective Matt watches through his scope. He speaks into his radio. They're here. The ghosts are real. All units move in. The crew dives behind the armored truck, trapped in crossfire. Bullets ricochet off steel. Sirens scream closer. Victor reloads calmly, smiling through the gunfire. Beautiful, isn't it? Idris stares at him with fury. This wasn't an accident. Victor wanted blood. And now there's no way out. Gunfire rips the street apart. Glass rains down. Car alarms scream. The city becomes a war zone. Michael shouts over the chaos. We're pinned. Chris unloads his rifle, covering the crew. Move or we're dead. Bullets slam into the armored truck. Sparks flying. AJ crouches low, frantically typing into his tablet. I can cut the police comms for 60 seconds. After that, we're blind. Paul drags a guard out of the line of fire, furious. This wasn't the deal. No killing. But Victor just laughs, firing round after round, his face lit with madness. You think money comes clean? This is the price. Idris glares at him. You set us up. Victor smirks, reloading. Maybe, maybe not. Across the street, unmarked cars screech to a halt. Detective Matt steps out, gun drawn. For the first time, his eyes lock on the ghosts. They're real, he whispers. His partner yells, Matt, stay down. But Matt doesn't listen. He moves closer, using the chaos as cover. Michael takes a hit in the shoulder. He roars in pain, stumbling. Chris grabs him, dragging him back behind the truck. Blood stains the pavement. AJ shouts, We need an exit, Idris. Idris's jaw tightens. Every plan he built is collapsing. But his voice stays cold. South Alley. Smoke grenades. Now. Paul tosses 2 canisters. White smoke floods the street, swallowing the fight. Through the haze, Matt edges closer, pistol raised. A shadow moves, Chris. Matt fires. The bullet misses, slamming into the truck. Chris fires back, sparks exploding near Matt's head. For a heartbeat, their eyes meet through the smoke. Hunter and hunted. Victor grabs a bag of cash, laughing. "This is mine." Idris turns on him, gun aimed. "You walk with that bag, you die here." Victor doesn't flinch. "Try me." The crew coughs in the smoke, sirens howling closer. Michael bleeding, cops closing in. Victor smiling with betrayal. And Detective Matt, finally face to face with his prey. The smoke curls through the street, thick and choking. Screams echo, sirens wail. Gunfire rips in every direction. Michael leans against the truck, clutching his bleeding shoulder. Chris shouts, "Stay with me, brother. Don't close your eyes." Idris grabs AJ by the collar. "Kill the cameras. Shut this whole block down." AJ's fingers fly across the tablet. "I'm trying, systems fried. They're jamming us back." Paul fires blindly into the haze, voice shaking. "We can't hold this. We need out." Victor emerges through the smoke, dragging the bag of cash. His grin wide, eyes burning with greed. "You want out? Follow me." Idris snaps. "Drop the bag, Victor. You're slowing us down." Victor laughs, stepping toward the alley. "I didn't crawl out of prison to walk away empty-handed." Suddenly, gunshots tear the air. Paul gasps, stumbling back, blood spreading across his chest. He drops hard, his gun clattering on the pavement. Idris freezes, rage boiling. "Paul!" Chris fires into the shadows, screaming. "Who the hell shot him?" Through the smoke, Victor's silhouette stands with the bag, pistol still raised. He smirks. "Should have known better than to trust me." The crew roars in fury, bullets lighting up the alley. But Victor vanishes into the chaos, dragging the money into the dark. Detective Matt pushes forward with his team, voices shouting. "Move in. Box them in." AJ yells, "They're flanking us." Idris grabs Michael, hauling him toward the alley. Chris covers them, fury in every shot. Paul lies motionless on the ground, the first ghost to fall. Matt spots the body through the smoke. His jaw tightens. "They're bleeding. We've got them." Idris's voice cuts through the chaos, cold and sharp. "We're not done yet. We leave together, or not at all." But inside, he knows the truth. Not all of them are making it out alive. The alley explodes with gunfire. Shadows move like ghosts through the smoke. Every second feels stolen. Idris drags Michael, half-conscious, his shirt soaked in blood. Chris covers them, his rifle spitting fire. "Go! I've got you." Bullets tear the brick walls. Shards rain down. AJ screams, "They're closing in. South exit 2 blocks." Idris pushes forward, teeth clenched. "Move." Then it happens. A sharp crack. Chris jerks back, a red bloom spreading across his chest. He drops to his knees, eyes wide. "Chris!" Michael roars, trying to stand, but he collapses. Idris grabs him, refusing to let go. But Chris shakes his head, choking on blood. "Take him, don't stop." Another burst of gunfire. Chris lifts his weapon one last time, unleashing hell, covering his family. Then he falls silent. Idris drags Michael and AJ into the getaway van. The engine roars. Tires scream. They vanish into the chaos, leaving smoke, blood, and a body behind. Detective Matt rushes into the alley seconds later. He kneels beside Chris, breath ragged. "Damn it, one down. The rest are still out there." His partner says, "They'll slip again, but we'll catch them." Matt stares at the empty street. "No, Next time, we don't chase. We hunt. Miles away, Victor drives alone, the stolen cash beside him. His laughter echoes in the silence. They never learn. But in another van, Idris sits in the dark. Michael barely breathing. AJ pale, shaking. Paul and Chris gone. And Victor, the traitor. Idris whispers to himself, voice like steel. You can run, Victor. You can hide. But I'll find you. The city lights flicker on the windshield as the night swallows them all. One story ends. Another begins.